Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kurosh, and today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center preparing to head to Montecito, where my good friend Leesa Wilson Goldmoons is preparing to show us her newest project. Leesa always has the most interesting projects, and I can't wait to see what she has in store for us today. Leesa? Oh, there she is. Good morning.
Michael, welcome.
Welcome, thank you. This is an amazing place.
Pretty amazing for steroid too, huh?
This is an amazing place. You look like a Vita up there.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Let me come down and give you a hug.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful place. Good morning to you.
How are you? Thanks for coming.
Wonderful. It's a fantastic place.
I know, we're gonna have so much fun today.
I hear it actually has a historic background in this place.
We are in Riven Rock. The house is 100 years old.
In Riven Rock is 100 years old.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So why don't we go into the living room and we'll chat for a minute and
Love
I'll tell
to.
you about the house.
Please, after
Great.
you. All right, so please tell me about the house that you said is 102 or 103 years old?
It was started construction in 1916.
1916, that's almost 102 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. A really fascinating man named George Bolt, who was born and raised in Germany and left for the United States at age 13. Found great success in the hotel industry. If you know anything about the East Coast, there's right at the corner of the intersection of Vermont and New York and Canada, there's a little place in the St. Lawrence River called Hart Island, and Bolt Castle is in that spot. This was his summer place. This was his cottage. It's altogether 15,000 square feet.
Yeah, summer cottage, yeah, okay.
Not the main house.
This must have been an amazing feast 100 years ago, having a summer cottage, 15,000 square feet in a completely opposite of the coast.
Well, what we know about Montecito in particular is that when the railway opened from the Midwest, there was a very large contingent of wealthy Easterners and Midwesterners who came here to take the waters, hot springs, and to summer. So we find these really amazing houses sort of sprinkled in and about Santa Barbara. What happened in 1940 is that they did a bit of a renovation, and then the current owners purchased the property 18 years ago and did a substantial renovation and have lovingly taken care of it and lived here and lived a happy life for 18 years and raised their children. They are ready to move on, and they are ready for this to be somebody else's house. So the challenge for us was making sure they could still live here with their son who's still home and their dogs, which are, you met earlier.
Yes, beautiful family. Yeah, also the dogs are just amazing. Just biggest dogs I've ever seen in my life. I thought they're horses first.
So, right. Well, it's a horsey kind of family, and we wanted to make sure they could still live here, but they do want to give the house to somebody else at this point in time and let someone else enjoy it. So what we're going to talk about today is how we do staging without sort of interrupting everybody's lives. Sometimes people get very concerned about, oh, I don't want to stage my house. Somebody's going to come in. It's not going to be mine. I can't live there. And in certain cases, people do move out, and we have an empty house and we move furniture in, and it doesn't look like their house used to at all. In this specific case, we have used a lot of the owner's furniture, and then we have augmented with our things so that they can still live here. What we did, I think the most dramatic transformation, was painting all of the rooms this beautiful creamy white, so that the amazing gardens and the very large ocean view can become the star of the show. When you're selling a house, you want to show light and air and space. You're selling square footage. You're not selling the photos on the walls or the artwork, because that's yours. You're going to take it with you.
So what you did basically is you took what they had, simply put, you added a few of your merchandise, but they can still live here and feel like there's their own home.
Yes, and we did take out some of their pieces. A life well lived with people who've traveled quite a bit. This room in particular, which is a beautiful living room, had a series of things that they had collected over the years, and the couch didn't really match this thing, but it was in here and it was comfortable, and there was enough places for people to seat. What we've done is made it a lot more intentional, so that when someone else comes in to look at the home, they can not be distracted by what's here, but be excited about seeing themselves here.
Beautiful. So maybe we should go and see what you have done.
Let's do that. As we talked about, this room is beautiful, and we just made some symmetry happen. We made a couple of things feel like the paths to get out to the doors were better.
Okay.
We used their chairs, their coffee tables, this amazing, wonderful piece that used to be in the entry. We found a home for here with one of their beloved bronzes. And we added things like a rug that was the proper size. 2 sofas, I can't imagine you know where those came from.
Oh, I don't know. They look familiar. They're Leesa sofas.
And the one we were sitting on is the Malibu sofa, which
Beautiful.
I'm very fond of.
It was very comfortable. I don't know where you got it, but it's nice. Beautiful. You did this beautifully. I mean, it looks so big. It is big room. It's a huge room, but it looks very cozy at the same time.
Because we made...
This is your magic. Let's put it that way.
It's, I think, thank you. That's very sweet. I think it's the magic of good design or staging. If you have a large room, let's make sure people have a place where they don't feel like they're, hello, how are you? So we've got seating areas there. We've got a seating area here in the corner. We've got a place for people to sit here and here, yet we haven't blocked these doors, which is important. And then one of the things we do when we're trying to make sure a house appeals to others, we took all of their artwork out of here because it was very personal. And we put up things that were a little calmer, that played to the beautiful stone of the fireplace, the arches. We kept the art lights where they were, and we just filled in. And we kept their Steinway.
A lot more neutral and a lot more. What you do is amazing is you make important things to stand out, and you make things that they are loud and noise go down, which is, you told me before that obviously the view is what the star of the show is. So
it's a big deal.
That's what it is. You make it actually, that's the first thing I saw from walking through the entrance. You can see straight through the ocean, and you can see from here obviously as well. I mean, if you block it, obviously you don't see it, and you have art on the wall, you don't see it now.
And when you live in a space, you want to be surrounded by your things. But when you're releasing a house and getting it ready for others, you want to make sure they can see themselves in the space and they see what the space is.
Yeah, beautiful. All right.
So let's go to the entry, because that's the other really dramatic.
Oh yeah, that Evita entrance place. All right.
The entry, as we've discussed, is just so beautiful and dramatic. When we got here, there were a lot of family pictures, and there were some very personal murals and colors that, while it made the family feel wonderful and at home, it really detracted from what the entry itself is, which is stunning.
Stunning.
The wrought iron, which is all custom, is beautiful, and the windows at the top, the light coming through, and then straight out to this big ocean view through the dining room. So we very intentionally kept all of our artwork in here neutral, black and white and gray, so it played to the wrought iron and the lighting. This is their table, their chairs, and then we just neutralized everything else. So you really get the drama of the that first walk-in.
It's beautiful. I walked in, I go like, wow, that's so amazing. Very nice.
From there, we go into the dining room, because the view, obviously, and look, the sun came out for us
Beautiful.
just a second.
Heaven. All
So
right.
come in here with me.
I'm looking forward to seeing how Leesa has transformed this next room. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. Hi, I'm Michael Kourosh, and I would like to personally offer you a special thanks for supporting our show as we enter our 11th season. When you come into Santa Barbara Design Center and mention the show, we will pay the sales tax on your entire purchase, including rugs, sofas, sectionals, and accessories. Please come visit us at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. And once again, thank you for supporting our show. On this edition of Michael's Minute, I would like to talk to you about mid-century modern furniture. Mid-century modern is described as the period between 1933 and 1965, in which designers such as Eames and Nakashima used clean lines and futuristic materials to propel design into a post-war era. At Santa Barbara Design Center, you can see and feel a variety of mid-century inspired furniture, including our signature leather chairs and recliners with classical wood frames. Accent them with side tables, daybeds, ottomans for a slick, artistic look. Customize these pieces to fit your home perfectly. To bring mid-century modern style to your home, please visit us at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street.
Welcome to Rugs & More. We provide the West Coast with the most comprehensive collection of new Oriental and antique rugs. Rugs are solid art investments and often become cherished family treasures. Our limitless inventory will warm up your home. Exotic or traditional, tribal or modern, our rugs weave stories through intricate patterns, compelling colors, and touchable materials. Number one in Santa Barbara for over 20 years. Visit us today at Rugs & More, 410 Olive Street in Santa Barbara.
Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. This week we are in Montecito, California, where my good friend Leesa Wilson Goldmans is giving us a tour of this incredible 100-year-old home that she has revitalized. Let's head back in.
Look at this pretty view.
It's beautiful, this is stunning, and this is what actually makes the house sell. Believe it or not, that's the focus.
If you want an ocean view house, you want an ocean view house.
That's all there is to it. The extra 10, 20 million you pay, at least you see some ocean.
What we did in this room was, again, try to get the eye to go out, but also to understand the space. It is a nice big room. We took very heavy curtains down.
Okay.
Because it felt, you went from the light of the entryway into a smaller area because the ceiling is so much lower and it is a smaller space. So because your eye is adjusting to all the light that comes in, it felt darker than it was. By taking the curtains down and by rearranging the furniture they had, bringing in a couple of pieces that cut the brown with a very much bigger rug, just nice linen chairs. We used this piece, which is theirs, the piece at the corner, the dining table, and then some of their art we pulled into here because we felt like the room could have a little pop of color. Dining rooms are often more dramatic because you use them at night. And then specifically when we go back to things that we talk about in design or staging, we brought this piece of art in because the gold leaf acts like a mirror. It bounces light for this room.
Beautiful, and I actually agree with you. Why would you want to have even drapes there? I mean, it's just it's so beautiful, and there's no neighbors to look in to begin with, so.
And if, again, you're living here and you want beautiful drapes and you have a favorite color and you want to do your dining room in your favorite color, then wonderful. But when you're getting ready to let it go to someone else, take those things down.
Absolutely, beautiful. Okay, so where do we go from here?
I think we go to the family room.
Okay, follow you.
Thanks. We are now in the family room, which is this huge room, and this really is where the family lives. And what they also said is, we never go in the living room, we don't really care what you do in there, it's great, it's beautiful, that's where the adults are, this is where the dogs and the kids are. So what we did was take their artwork again. These are 3 pieces of theirs that they like very much. And they were in 3 different rooms. I used them grouped together for more impact and played a new dark charcoal sofa that they bought because they said the dogs are just gonna ruin everything else. So dark charcoal sofa plays to these mountain peaks, the strength of this. And then we put pillows in, 2 of which I got at the design center.
They're very familiar, thank you.
We put pillows in to match the highlight of the background and also, again, this beautiful fireplace. So we pulled colors in that were already existing that helped the room. Charcoal and khaki, who knew? And
it's beautiful, actually. It looks purpose made. I can imagine in other rooms they would stand out and be the focus of the whole room, but here they match nicely.
And it lends a warmth and coziness to this room, which otherwise is very large. And again, back out to the ocean view. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
yeah, this is amazing. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Looks like heaven.
And here's the desk where, I mean, why not sit at a desk and look out and count your
Not a bad
blessings?
working station. Yeah.
And then another little seating area over here for that intimacy again. If you're just two people and you want to hang out, that's where you go.
Oh yeah, well there's a lot of places for two people hanging around this house.
And then the kitchen is
I'm excited to see.
also, we didn't change the cabinetry, we changed the color of the cabinetry.
Let's go look at
and
it.
some of the dimensions.
Let's go. All right, so this is the kitchen.
And as people often say, the heart of the home. This has a very big heart.
This is a ginormous house. This is bigger than most apartments in any major city.
It's true.
Seriously, look at this.
It's probably bigger than the house I grew up in, and certainly 4 times the size of the apartment I had in New York.
Oh yeah. Well, it's beautiful. It's very large.
So fireplace, because sure.
You need fireplace in the kitchen. Oh, why
Well,
not?
it's behind the family room fireplace. This is just the other side of the flue.
The other side.
And the interesting part about this marble granite that was redone, this was part of the 2002 redo. It picks up all the colors of the paintings that we used in the family room. We put in quieter chairs, gray that pulled in that charcoal theme. And in this room, these cabinets, of course, were done in the early 2000s, and that's when everybody was doing heavy, dark things. The cabinets were the same color as the table, and it just felt like a lot of brown. The brown floor, the brown table, the brown cabinets, the pretty granite that you really weren't getting credit for. So the
Tone it
owners
down.
have been so great. I said, I want to paint your cabinets gray, and they started like, I said, trust me. And they did, and now they're happy.
Looks very updated.
It doesn't feel like a kitchen that is anything other than what you would do today.
It's very airy and light, and actually the largeness of it is kind of manageable.
Well, let's go over here because that's what I love about it. Your cooking island is already great. And then how do you take advantage of an amazing ocean view again?
Oh, you just stand right there.
And a skylight. Yay! So you can look at this. You could command anything from here.
It looks like
the
it actually.
Starship Enterprise.
That's it. There you go. There's just this spark.
And yet you can stand here and look at that view. Isn't that
Beautiful.
lovely?
Very beautiful, and you
Yeah.
just took advantage of it and look at it. So nice.
Yeah. And that's why we just downplayed, you know, and obviously when somebody lives in a home, there's stuff everywhere. You got your juicer and we just wanted it to be all about the beauty of the stone they used, the elements, and the view.
So that was beautiful first floor. So I see there's bedrooms and there's downstairs. Can we
Upstairs.
please give us a tour?
Yes, let's do that. Let's go upstairs first. We'll take a quick little tour, then we'll go downstairs because there's fun stuff there.
Love to see that.
Okay.
All right. We live in one of the most beautiful locations in the world. I've raised my kids here. I love it here. What we offer at Santa Barbara Design Center isn't just furniture. It's a chance to turn a house into a home. What may look like a deal online, it's very different when it shows up. It's something to be said for feeling it before it becomes part of your life. We are here to help guide you through this wonderful process. We are Santa Barbara Design Center. Come start your journey with us. Today on Michael's Minute, I would like to talk to you about fabrics. Fabrics are quite essential items for your upholstery and window covering, and we have a huge selection of them. We have Durally fabrics, Fabricot, my favorites, Cravat, we have our own house fabrics, and we have Ralph Lauren. For indoor-outdoor use, we have many different fabrics, and I would highly recommend you to come to Santa Barbara Design Center to see the largest selection of fabrics in town. Santa Barbara Design Center, 4th and Olive. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. This week, my friend and noted Santa Barbara designer Leesa Wilson Goldmoons is giving us a tour of her newest project. We have seen the main floor, now let's tour the upstairs bedrooms, the basement recreational rooms, and the beautiful garden.
So on our way up to the staircase, I wanted to stop here because, again, this is an example of using what people have. I love this headboard and the piece on the corner that agrees with it, and then the very big mirror that also helps bring light into the room. I think this is the room that you want to get to first if you're having weekend guests. Drive fastest and you get this room. This is an office with a capital O. The bookcases are amazing. The ceiling height is really something to be astounded by. We took, again, another staging tip, we took a lot of the owner's things out of the bookshelves. We took some shelves out and made a little less chaos out of a room. When there's a lot of books in a shelf, it feels like you're not letting air and energy in, and sometimes it signals to people that it's going to take them forever to move out of this house. So what we like to do with things like that when we stage is make it feel like, again, it's ready for your things. And then we just scale the furniture correctly. It's a big room, so you want some big chairs, and the desk comes in 3 parts, so it had to be balanced with the other things in the room. The master bedroom, always one of my favorite rooms, because this is the place where you should just feel restful and wonderful. The size of the bed would certainly allow that, which was the owner's. We just zhuzhed the bedding a little bit. And these fireplaces throughout the house are just so amazing. They're so pretty. And so you need what in a master? A bed and a fireplace, and then 2 really great comfy chairs that feel almost like beds, so you can sit and watch the ocean. I love this upstairs bedroom. It's just quiet and calm. This is a room that had other things in it. They were not using it as a bedroom, but because it is en suite and it has a big closet, we really felt that was its highest and best purpose. So the only thing we left in here was the binoculars, because why not? You can see everything. It's just meant to be calm and welcoming. And another thing we did upstairs was replace all the carpet, because it was just time to do that, and it really helped brighten the entire space. From most of the top floor, and particularly this room, we also get a really great view of the downstairs terrace, the pool house, the pool, what they like to call the food forest, and the tennis court. This is such a great kids' bedroom because it's got this wonderful stairway that goes up to this loft that anybody would want to have fun in. Currently it's used as a gaming station, and the bedroom itself is just such a good size because, as you can see, we've gotten a little sofa in it. There's room to do your homework, there's room to lay on your bed and just dream about good things. Welcome to the theater.
A whole set of movie theater. That's nice.
Isn't it great? It's a 12-seat theater. This house, again, it's 100 years old. It had a basement at one point in time that has now become not only a basement, but a gym, a wine cellar, and this fantastic place to gather and watch great movies.
Yeah, I'd love to. Let's have a seat and watch a movie.
Well, we can have a seat.
All right, please. All right, this is very nice. This is actually the first time we show a movie theater in our show.
I think we've been in homes before that had theaters. I just don't think we've ever shown them before.
We should show it from now on, and we should watch a movie while we are here, see if it works. This is beautiful. So I was talking to the gentleman who owns the house, and he mentioned this was built by the European, Mr. Bolt, you mentioned, right?
Yes.
And that's why they had always this basement, because he felt make it like back home and make use of the space. What else is in here?
Well, interestingly, in the downstairs, we didn't change anything. The theater stays as a theater because why would you want to make this anything else? Don't. And the gym stays as a gym. These are all what I call tertiary rooms, not even secondary rooms, but secondary rooms are other bedrooms.
Offices as well.
Yeah. This is just a bonus. This is cherry on the cake. It's a gym, a wine cellar, a theater. They're all just, yay.
This is fantastic. Where do we go from here?
I think we should go outside.
Outside, check that out. Beautiful. All right.
Okay.
Leesa, what a beautiful space. What an amazing project you have, and what a wonderful job you have done. It's just beautiful.
Thank you, Michael. It was a lot of fun. The owners have been great, and they were really willing to do everything we asked them to do, which is always so nice to work with people who were so lovely.
It was wonderful.
Well, I mean, lovely people deserve a lovely view like this.
It's amazing. It's just beautiful.
Let me show you the rest of the garden.
Thank you. This is why I love working with Leesa. She can take anything, even a 100-year-old home, and make it look brand new. She has the finest eye for design, and I look forward working with her again. Thank you for joining us. See you next week.